Hey guys, we are on page 311 and 312. Make sure you go through and circle these ones that we're going to be doing today on these two math pages. So we will be doing number 1, letter A, number 2, letter A and letter C, so that's A and C for number 2, number 3, A, B, and C, number 4, C, D, E, and F, number 5, letter A, and number 6, A and B and G and H. I just want to start up front with letting you know I'm not really going to work through anything on page 312 with you. So if you want to pause the video now, maybe work on 312, or maybe after you finish the video, make sure you finish at page 312. But I'm not going to be doing anything on that page with you. I know that there's a long division thing, but I really want you to make sure that you know how to do those and you're able to work those out on your own. So let's look back at page 311. Let's look at that story problem on the top of the page. Number 1, letter A. How much would 48 feet and 14 yards of wood cost at 89 cents per yard? So we have 48 feet and 14 yards. And I'm not going to be subtracting these two numbers because I need to figure out how much both of these together would cost. So I'm going to add. And my question is saying, how much would these two 48 feet of wood, 14 yards of wood cost at 89 cents per what? Well, I need to put equals, blank. What am I going to put? Am I going to put feet or yards over here? It says it would cost 89 cents per what? Right, it says per yard. So my final answer needs to be in yards. And now I have this problem set up. I need to solve this problem. How am I going to solve this problem? Well, first thing, I'm going to copy down this equals blank yards down. That's easy. I'm just copying down exactly what it says, equals blank yards. And now I come over here and I have yards at the very, very end of my problem. So that means anything in this problem that is not yards needs to get changed to yards. And anything that's already in yards can just get copied down because it stays the same, it doesn't change. So I have 14 yards over here, it stays the same because it's already in yards. Let's copy down 14 yards, and we might as well copy down that plus sign while we're at it. So I have plus 14 yards, gets copied down. And I have 48 feet right here. Feet is not in yards. So since it's not in yards, it needs to get changed to yards. And I don't know how many yards it's going to be, so I'm going to put a blank right there. Go ahead and box that. When it's boxed underneath, we're going to put steps 1, 2, and 3. Steps 1, 2, and 3 to solve what's in this box. So I have, let's see, we're going from feet to yards. Is that smaller to larger, or is that larger to smaller? We have feet to yards. Which one is larger, a foot or a yard? Well, a yard is definitely larger than a foot. So I'm going from a foot, which is a smaller unit, to a yard, which is a larger unit. So I'm going from a smaller unit to a larger unit. So what am I going to do? Right, I will divide. So I'm going to put my division sign right there. And now I have step 2, my special number. My special number is how many feet are in a yard and how many feet are in a yard. Right, you should have said 3 feet. So 3 is going to be my special number. And now I have to do 3 divided by 48. So I have 3 will go into 4, 1 time. 1 times 3 is 3 minus 4 minus 3 is 1. And I have 1 is smaller than 3. I'm going to bring down my 8. So now I have 18. 3 will go into 18 6 times. So I have 6 right there. 6 times 3 is 18. Subtract 18 minus 18 is 0. So 16 is going to be my answer for this box. So I'm going to put 16 right there. And I'm not going to put 16 over there in that blank because I have 16 yards plus 14 yards. So 16 plus 14, let's write this out. 16 plus 14. 6 plus 4 is 10. Going to carry the 1. And 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. So my answer is 30 yards. But my story problem doesn't say how many yards is this person buying. It's saying how much is it going to cost. So I need to figure out, I'm buying 30 yards, and how much is it for 1 yard? Right, it's 89 cents per yard. Per yard means for 1 yard. So I have 30, let's put 30 on the bottom, and 89 cents, let's write it this way with a dollar sign and our decimal point, and this 89 right there. So we have, let's multiply. We have 2-digit numbers like this that we need to multiply. We have 0, well 0 times anything is going to be 0, so I have 0 times 89, 0 times 9 is 0, 0 times 8 is 0, and then I have this 3 in my tens place. I need to show it to my tens place, so I'm going to write a 0 underneath that 0. And then I'm going to do 3 times 9 is 27, 2 gets carried, and 3 times 8 is 24, plus the 2 is 26. I'm going to add it together while I'm doing this number right here plus 0. That's, fairly easy. So I have 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 7 is 7, 6 plus nothing is 6, and 2 plus nothing is 2. So this right here is my answer. But I'm missing something. What am I missing? I'm missing my decimal point right here. I have 1, 2 place values for my decimal point. So down here I go 1, 2 place values for my decimal point. And make sure you have this as your answer for number 1, letter A. Number 2, I'm not going to do letter A with you, so it might be a good idea if you pause the video and do number 2 right now so that you're not just skipping them randomly and you forget to go back. But I will do letter C with you, and I have it here on the board with me. It's 275 times 32. I have 5 times 2. First of all, 5 times 2 is 10. I'm going to put a 1 right there and a 0 right there. 2 times 7, well 2 times 7 is 14, plus the 1 is 15, so 5 is right there, plus my 1 that's carried right there. I have 2 times the 2 over here. 2 times 2 is 4, plus the 1 is 5. Now I'm going to be doing my 3, multiplying by that 3. That 3 is in the tens place, so I'm going to put a 0 underneath that 0. 3 times 5 is 15, plus the 1 that's carried. I'm going to cross this 1 out, put a 1 above it to show that I already used that 1. 3 times 7 is 21, plus the 1 is 22, so I'm going to cross this 1 out right here, put a 2 above it. 2 goes down here because it's 22, and 3 times 2 is 6, plus the 2 right here. 6 plus 2 is 8. So we'll put an 8 right there. And I'm going to put these together, add it up, and let's see. 0 plus 0 is 0. 5 plus 5 is 10. Carry the 1. 5 plus 2 is 7, plus 1 is 8. And then I have this 8 right here. And my answer is 8,000. 800. All right, I have right here, I have some money that needs to get added together. Now, they put right here like $1/2, 3 dimes, 4 pennies, things like that. So we need to know how much $1/2 is worth, how much a dime is worth, how much a penny is worth. Also, you want to know your quarters and your nickels and dollar bills and things like that might also be a good idea to know. But right now, in this specific problem, we're only going to worry about $1/2, dimes, and pennies. I'm not going to do letter A with you or C, but I'll go ahead and do letter B with you. It looked like it was a bit of a longer problem. So $1/2 is only half of a dollar. A dollar is 100 pennies, so half of 100 is 50. So $1/2 would be 50 cents. So I'm going to show 50 cents over here. So put the 50 behind that decimal point to show it's 50 cents. 3 dimes, well, a dime is how many cents? Right, it's 10 cents. So 3 dimes would be 3 times 10, or counting by 10 3 times. So 10, 20, 30, 30 cents. So put 30 cents over here. And over here we have 4 pennies. Well, 4 pennies is just 4 cents. So over here we're going to put 4 cents. Now, you may have noticed I did something wrong there when I wrote 4 cents. What did I do wrong? Right, I put this 4 right here in the wrong place value. I just wrote 4, but if there's nothing behind the 4, then automatically there's a 0 behind the 4. So this isn't just 4 cents, it's 40 cents, even though I didn't technically write the 0 there. So how am I going to write 4 cents? I will write a 0 first, and then write the 4. The 0 before the 4 doesn't change the value of the 4. It just shows that there's nothing in front of the 4. And then it leaves room for there to not be anything after the 4 as well. So if I write 0 4, that shows me that there are 4 cents. So let's go ahead and add these numbers together. And there's 0 in all of these place values right here. So we don't have to worry about writing anything right there. So we have 0 plus 0 is 0. Plus 4 is 4. 4 goes right there. And I have nothing carried, but 5 plus 3 is 8, plus 0 is still 8. So 8 goes right there. Make sure you bring down that decimal place, and make sure that dollar sign also gets put down here. So you have 84 cents as your answer. Again, make sure you get these things written down. Like I said before, I'm not going to do page 312 with you. I've kind of hit the highlights of page 311, some of the harder problems that you might need help with, while still trying to maybe maintain a little bit of a challenge in there for you. Go ahead and finish up page 311 if you haven't done so already, and finish up page 312 also, again, if you have not already done so.